Koinant, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And this is a shout out to Fiona who sent me this email. And it's all about Eskom. And why are we surprised at her sister's experience? Let me tell you what it's about. Fiona says, my sister has a B&B in the Rosebank area in Johannesburg, having had endless problems with load shedding, which has annoyed and inconvenienced her overseas guests beyond belief, as they couldn't recharge their laptops, and if they had business in the city, the lifts and computers weren't working either, with staff walking around carrying candles or torches. So she decided to make sure that her electricity bill was paid well on time. She physically drew the cash from an ATM and drove to Eskom headquarters so as to make sure she watched the money being deposited. That way, knowing that they would have no reason to either cut her electricity off or that she'll be penalized in any way. She arrived to find a ghost town. The staff car parks were empty and there was no electricity anywhere. It had been cut off, including the door security system to get into the building. She peered through the glass to see the place was locked up, deserted, and everyone had apparently gone home. This was in the middle of the morning on a working day. So all the weasel words about Eskom staff working overtime, frantically trying to make sure the people had enough electricity for the festive season, is a blatant pack of lies. Why are we surprised? Incidentally, the power cuts, let's call it what it is, have had a very detrimental effect on her business. Now, this is the kicker. We're talking again about the tourism industry here. Her sister used to rely on her main clientele being people flying from all over the world to do business in the central financial offices in the city of Johannesburg. But having come all that way to find that none of the computers would work, nor would they have access to buildings or offices, let alone use the lifts, they have had enough of the fruitless expenditure on airfares and accommodation to have to hang around for weeks trying to get business done. They moved their offices, headquarters and branches out of South Africa and into more reliable countries. She is not alone. B&Bs, lodges and small hotels all over the country still have the same overheads, paying the staff, electricity rates and water bills and everything else that is required to run a business. But without the income from guests whose numbers are dwindling fast, they are feeling the pinch. Get that? Tourism in South Africa is dying. This is from the grassroots level. Some B&Bs have closed completely, unable to meet their monthly expenses. This means at least half a dozen black staff members have lost their jobs, or as we know, they would be supporting up to 12 members or more of their own families back home. So there's a huge number of black staff who are now basically out of work and out of food. And what does this mean? Well, Fiona goes on to say, famine and disease will be escalating rapidly at this rate, and there will come a tipping point when the blacks begin to demonstrate against the ANC in earnest. Unfortunately, we know that their method of demonstrating is burning down and looting shops, trucks, and any other small business that has anything of value. Just before Christmas, the spa in a small peaceful North Coast beach resort called Umdloti was burnt to the ground after being looted of everything. In Howick, in KwaZulu-Natal, 2 large supermarkets, Pick n Pay and Checkers, I think, were besieged by several busloads of Africans from the squatter camps of Umfopomeni, the nearby squatter camp. Windows were smashed and the contents looted. This is where South Africa is going. Desperate, starving people, nothing to lose, will take everything of any value and destroy what's left. And I totally agree with you. And I think this is what's going to be happening in 2020 in South Africa. I think it's going to be a very, very dangerous period of South African history. Okay, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, stay safe. Bye for now.